Alrighty, we're in Job chapter 10, and our sister Sean's gonna read. Go ahead.
My soul is, okay, chapter 10. My soul is weary of life, and this is Job speaking. My soul is weary of my life. I will leave my complaint upon myself. I will speak. Okay, I'm sorry. Sis, could you take over? He's trying to close my book, so I'm having difficulties here.
Cool bean, cool bean.
My son.
Alrighty. It says, I will speak in the bitterness of my soul. Verse 2. I will say unto Eloah, do not condemn me. Show me wherefore you contend with me. It is good unto you that you should oppress, that you should despise the work of your hands, and shine upon the counsel of the wicked. Have you eyes of flesh, or see you as man sees? Are your days as the days of man? Are your years as man's days? Verse 6. That you inquire after my iniquity and search after my sin, you know that I am not wicked. Wow, that's a powerful statement. You know that I am not wicked, and there is none that can deliver out of your hand. Your hands have made me and fashioned me together round about, yet you do destroy me. Remember, I beseech you that you have made me as the clay, and will you bring me into the dust again? Wow. See? But, these are real talks with Yahuwah. I think that's a bold thing. He says that I'm not wicked, but yet you're still destroying me. Verse 9. Remember, I beseech you that you have made me. Okay, I just read that, and will you bring me into this? Verse 10. Have you not poured me out as milk and curdled me like cheese? You have clothed me with skin and flesh and have fenced me with bones and sinews. You have granted me life and favor. In your visitation, they guard my ruach. And these things have you hid in your heart. I know that this is with you. If I sin, then you mark me, and you will not quit me from my iniquity. If I be wicked, woe unto me. And if I be righteous, yet will I not lift up my head. I am full of confusion. Therefore see you my affliction, for it increases. You hunt me as a fierce lion, and again you show yourself marvelous upon me. You renew your witnesses against me and increase your indignation upon me. Changes and war are against me. Wherefore then have you brought me forth out of the womb? Oh, that I had given up my ruach and no eye had seen me. I should have been as though I had not been. I should have been carried away from the womb to the grave. And are not my days few? Cease then, and let me alone, that I may take comfort a little. Before I go whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death. A land of darkness as darkness itself, and the shadow of death without any order, and where the light is darkness. Wow. I'm just hearing a plea of, I don't have much on the chapter.
I would say he's pretty much at this point, at his breaking point, where he's just let me die. Like, I'm done. Stop bothering me. Stop compassing me all around and trying to, he just looks at it like people was punishing him and like beating a dead horse, basically. He's like, just leave me alone. Like, let me die on my own. Give me a little bit of comfort. My days are at an end. Like, he's just like, please, why do you care about me so much? So it's like, I don't know, he's at a point where he's just done. He doesn't even want to live anymore. He would rather just pass away, like, naturally, and just end his life. So that's what I got.
Anybody else said anything? Who wants to read the next chapter? Did you read it here? You want to read it again?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
It's really short. Wow, it's short.
Okay.
It's like 20 verses. Then so far as first response to Job. So far as the young guy that actually listened. Then Zophar the Naamathite replied to Job, shouldn't someone answer this torrent of words? Is a person proved innocent just by a lot of thinking or a lot of talking? Should I remain silent while you babble on? When you mock Yahuwah, shouldn't someone make you ashamed? You claim my beliefs are pure, and I am clean in the sight of Yahuwah. If only Yahuwah would speak. If only he would tell you what he thinks. If only he would tell you the secrets of wisdom. For true wisdom is not a simple matter. Listen, Elohim is doubtless punishing you far less than you deserve. Can you solve the mysteries of Elohim? Can you discover everything about the Almighty? Such knowledge is higher than the heavens. And who are you? It is deeper than the underworld. What do you know? It is broader than the earth and wider than the sea. If Elohim comes and puts a person in prison or calls the court to order, who can stop him? For he knows those who are false, and he takes note of all their transgressions. An empty-headed person won't become wise, and more than a wild donkey can bear a human child. If only you would prepare your heart and lift up your hands to him in prayer. Get rid of your transgressions and leave all lawlessness behind you. Then your face will brighten with innocence. You will be strong and free of fear. You will forget your misery. It will be like flowing water flowing away. Your life will be brighter than the noonday. Even darkness will be as bright as morning. Having hope will give you courage. You will be protected and will rest in safety. You will lie down unafraid, and many will look to you for help, but the wicked will be blinded. They will have no escape. Their only hope is death. Wow. I don't know who this Zophar person is, but he seems pretty convinced that Job did something to deserve this. That's what I got. He's pretty much saying, bro, just repent. Like, stop blaming Yahuwah for your trouble and turn back to him. Like, that's what I get from here. I don't know if Zophar's right or not, but that's what I'm getting from him is that he feels like Job has done something to deserve this. So that's what I got from chapter 11.
Yeah. And I mean, there is some truth in here too, like where he says, prepare your heart, stretch out your hands towards him. If there's iniquity, put it far away from you. Let not wickedness dwell in your tabernacles. I mean, that's legit good advice, very good advice. There's something to find these way out. But we could pull out little things in here that's legit. Let us be far away from wickedness. Let us not walk in lawlessness. Let us not turn away from the words and commands of Yahuwah. But his response is he's seeing Yoda being a mocker almost now, saying, you say your eyes are clean and your doctrine is pure, but what will happen if you actually spoke against you?
What I found interesting too, a lot of the book of Job talks about the creation, Sheol. It's kind of interesting to me that, like, one of the past chapters we just read, it talks about Yahuwah, created the foundations of the earth. So it's kind of interesting. There's a lot of stuff about the creation in the book of Job. Like, I see Sheol or underworld like many times, chapters we've read already. Like, it's interesting to me. And it's interesting, like, because before I ever read Joel, I never understood what Sheol was, or the grave was, or what the Greeks called the underworld. And, that this book actually helps me out. It actually explains it a little bit, even though it's poetic. It's talking about, when you die, you go down to Sheol. So it's kind of interesting.
That's where Yo's plea is go. It's just kind of been at this point. Do you have anything to note? Anyone want to take on the next chapter? Go ahead. Chapter 12.
12. Reading from the scriptures. And Job answered and said, Truly you are the people, and wisdom would die with you. But I, like you, have a heart too. I am not less than you. And who does not know such as these? I have become a laughingstock to my friends. One who has called on Eloah, and he answered him. A laughingstock is the righteous, the perfect one. A lamp is despised in the thought of one who is at ease, prepared for those whose feet slip. The tents of robbers are at peace, and those who provoke El are complacent, to him who brings Eloah into his hand. But now ask the beasts, and they teach you, and the birds of the heavens, and they declare it to you, or speak to the earth, and it teaches you, and the fish of the sea inform you. Who among all these does not know that the hand of Yah has done this? In whose hand is the life of all that live, and the breath of all mankind? Does the ear not try words, and the mouth taste for food for itself? With the aged is wisdom, and understanding with length of days. With him are wisdom and might. He has counsel and understanding. Look, he breaks down, and it is not rebuilt. If he imprisons a man, there is no release. Look, he withholds the waters, and they dry up, and he sends them out, and they overwhelm the earth. With him are strength and ability. The misled and the misleader are his. He leads counselors away and stripped, and makes judges go mad. He loosens the bonds of sovereigns, and binds a girdle on their loins. Verse 19, who leads away priests as a spoil, and overthrows the mighty, turning aside the lip of the trusted ones, and takes away the discernment of the elders, pouring scorn on nobles, and loosens the girdle of the strong, revealing deep matters out of darkness, and he brings the shadow of death to light, making nations great, and he destroys them, spreading out the nations, and he leads them out, turning aside the heart of the chiefs of the people of the earth, and he makes them wander in a pathless waste. They grope in darkness, having no light, and he makes them stagger like a drunkard.
What are your thoughts? Anytime you say it,
So this is the common case of Job lashing out, and I think he's starting to make a mistake a little bit right now. He's starting to blame Eeyore for all his troubles. He's starting to see that surface, like especially my translation anyway, around verse 6, I think verse 6 or verse 7, says, just ask the animals and they will teach you. Ask the birds of the sky, they will tell you. Speak to the earth and it will instruct you. Let the fish in the sea speak to you, for they all know that my disaster has come from the hand of Yahuwah. So Job's not discerning that this is a test. He thinks that Yahuwah is just picking on him, pretty much. That's the way he's taking it. He's taking it like, poor me, who is doing all this stuff to me. I'm blameless. Why is this happening to me? Kind of like all of us have thought in our lives at one point. Who are we going to blame? And unfortunately, I came into a life, part of my life where I had my grandmother passed away and my uncle passed away within 2 years after that, and I was like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this to me? Are you trying to kick me when I'm down? So I think Job's going through that same concept, same situation where he has no one else to blame, so he's going to blame you. He's depressed, he's angry, he has no one else to blame. He actually feels that Yahuwah is doing this to pick on him or something. So that's what I kind of get.
if I have anything else they'd like to know. Alrighty, I think I'm going to. You guys want to keep going, or I'm going to end the.
I think we should end it.
Alrighty.
No, I think we're good for now. I wanted something, so.
You wanted to say something?
Yeah, if you're gonna take a break, I think we should take a break. Kind of
Okay.
hungry.
Oh, gotcha. Cool beans. All right, so I'm gonna stop the recording, and that was Job chapter 12.